Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. 'Tis I, the one and only Archer with ArcherAstrology. Hi, welcome. July 7th, Cancerian and Krabby Patty bestie to my awesome Saggies. Sag, are you guys ready for your turn to take the stage? If Scorpio is the opening act, you guys are going to be the Beatles' top bill, right? We have Venus getting ready to go into Sagittarius. The moon is getting ready to go into Sagittarius. The sun is getting ready to go into Sagittarius. The new moon is going to be in Sagittarius. If an astrologer or tarot reader does not know how to spell Sagittarius, they will by the end of December. And we also have a little astrological influence on your Z-axis with your buddies back there, Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, who keeps trying to hog in on your zodiac sign. Don't worry, if your birthday is November 28th or December 19th, you're still a Saggy. Yeah. But, so there's a lot of wild influence coming from the skies, and we're going to tap into it. That 1111 portal is still happening. There's still a lot of stuff happening there. It's like a nuclear explosion with a lot of fallout going to it. So let's sit down and check out your November 2022 love reading for the one on your mind when Sagittarius clicked on this reading. We will use the tried, trusted Thoth deck for our base cards for a 10-card spread, and we will use the new awesome Moonology tarot deck for our clarifiers. I love the artwork on this card. Reminds me of the McDonald's Moon Man guy that played the music. It's fun. And being a July 7th Cancerian, obviously cards with moons all over them are going to resonate to me like a baby looking at shiny things, right? Remember, this will resonate with every and all Sagittarius placements. We are FHA compliant here at ArcherAstrology, therefore we do not discriminate. You can have a Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Venus, Rising, Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune. But tis yours truly can be a Sagittarius for a minute too, because Sagittarius, Neptune, and part of Fortune. Hello. So so Sagittarius is actually like the chef to my baker. So if you're a Sag Sun with a Cancer part of Fortune, call me, because the chef and the bakers get together and put together some awesome plans. Check out a part of Fortune. Anywho, all right, Sag, we are going to, let's go a little Jeffrey Dahmer here for a minute. Not all the way, but just enough that, relax. We're going to pull some cards and watch a reading. Then you can leave. Old Jeff knew a thing or two about a thing or two. Yeah, we don't need guns and violence, though, Sagittarius, because you know what your boy says. It's always Chariot. It's always tender with a front fender. Yeah, Chariot. All right, I digress. Let's get on with it. All righty, then. 10-card spread for Sagittarius for November 2022. All right, let's go, Sagittarius. There are decks to be rocked. Boom. Let's go for Sagittarius. November 2022. Whoa, cards are getting kind of crazy. Get focused. Focus, Archer. Focus, Archer, son. All right. The energy at the bottom of the deck starting us off. We have the moon. Cancer and Pisces energy. Of course, Pisces gets the moon card because of their dreamy connection to the other side and how intense the moon is on the planet. Sorry, flat earthers, but the moon, we're going to go a little Neil deGrasse Archer son for you for just a minute. Because the moon's effect is a very large rock and it's right next door to us. So when it's moving in centrifugal force, which is like all the time, that's why Cancers have their own monthly cycle too, pay attention, then it causes, like, the tide change is actually the Earth stretching and oblonging itself from the centrifugal force of the moon going around it, right? So it's like if you're making a bowl in clay and you stretch it and change its shape, how the density, displacement of the water would change. So that's what's going on. And remember, we as humans are also 70% water. So we do that too. Expand, contract. Feel imploded, Sag? Don't. It's just the moon. It's Pisces, but it's also Cancer. Cancer gets it. That's why when the water signs walked up to the table and Spirit said, okay, guys, here's the Chariot, here's death, and here's the moon. Cardinal sign first. Go ahead. Cancer ran up because we knew what the moon was all about already. And we're like, I'll take the Chariot. I'll take the car. I'm out. Okay. And Scorpio walked up and approached and was like, well, shit. I wanted that. I wanted what Cancer wanted. F it. Let's take the death card. I'm out. I know what's going to happen anyways. And then Spirit looked over at Pisces, and Pisces is like, fine, whatever. I go last anyways. I'll just take the frickin' moon. And that's why it's Pisces and Cancer. Anywho. Meanwhile, back at a fire energy reading, we have the moon. Using the energies of the new moon to set intentions and manifest law of attraction, Abraham Hicks style, and the full moon energy to catapult and kaboom, full steam ahead, the intentions you wish to manifest. So pay attention, use your dreams notebook, follow dreams closely, as the other side likes to communicate that way. Your present energy, we have you and the energy coming at you, the Queen of Pentacles. And in the Thoth deck, this is a very stable queen, very Taurian with those you know, the bull's horns coming out there, right there, Taurus energy out of it. But it's just showing that stability, that you're kind of sitting in your place of knowing what you want. Very quiet, very internalized, very in your thoughts, but externally projecting out like a Taurus would, the confidence to proceed ahead. A Taurus is very much like a Cancer in that they will do whatever it takes by all means, even if it leads into addictions or problems, to just try to make that happy family. They both get that, and that's what you're feeling. It's just kind of like just stability and wanting to move ahead slowly, and a little Capricorn devil energy coming out right there. The immediate influence onto it, Two of Swords, trying to come to terms with something, a card of just finding some peace, and, you know, taking the swords and just ready to lay them down and kind of like past enough of it. The Ace of Swords comes out and slashes all those problems and emotions, and then you just lay the swords down because you're looking for peace. And it's like a little origami card in the Thoth deck. I like that. So right now, you are staying up inside yourself in a bulletproof shell, pretty much, trying to manifest a sense of peace, not wanting to fight anymore. You have these two swords with all these issues coming at you. Piercing your head, like headaches, getting headaches, head injuries type thing, just feeling like you've just slammed your head into a brick wall. And you're past that point. You don't want to do it anymore. It's Zeno's paradox to it, a Greek philosopher many, many moons ago, to it. What happens if an irresistible force meets an immovable object? Right? That's kind of where you get to, and at the point where you don't want to keep solving the paradox. You just want some stability. You just want some control and a sense of being. Right, Sag? You're the therapist of the zodiac. Being the Archers, Sagittarius with all the Akashic record knowledge, and I mean, you guys are Wikipedia on the Akashic side when you go deep internal, right? An awoke Sagittarius is insanely amazing. So people come to you for the way you carry yourself. You know, you're like that calm therapist sitting in her chair, just relax about everything. Nobody ever comes back to you to ask if you're doing okay, but you have to hear everybody else's problems, and then you drive home silently with the music on, just sitting there wondering, you know, like living in a fantasy land that'll never exist type thing. Just like they're just staring type thing. Especially during a moon cycle. Maybe lately, especially, you've been watching the moon, like for some reason it sticks out more than usual, like when it's a full moon in the sky. For some reason, you keep looking at it, or you're drawn to it, or you're trying to take photos of it with your phone, which doesn't work. That's how the moon F's up Cancer. You know, try to take a photo of the moon, and it's like right there, big in front of your face, and you get it on the camera, and it's a million light years away, and it's like, what the fudge? Well, that's because it actually really is really far away, but it's also really close. Speaking of really close, your goal and destiny, what you're manifesting, Sag, during these moon cycles, the intentions you set. The 1111 portal is like Cupid on crack, firing arrows everywhere. So that's Lucy and Ethel in the chocolate factory, and all these intentions going through, and they can't keep up, and they're shoving chocolates down their bras, and they're eating them, and they're just like, everybody gets their intentions, whether it's good or bad. Remember, use your words wisely, because you can, just much like a bad review or a bad energy, if somebody wants to complain, bad news travels 10 times faster than good, right? And when you have powers like Sagittarius has, you have to use it for the good, especially when manifesting and setting intentions. Right, there we go. 7 Pentacles. Taking the time and feeling very defeated. A lot of earth energy, a lot of it coming into the background right there. Going deep, going back into emotions, wanting to water that pentacle tree, but feeling like you failed. It's like in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, where there's one pentacle that's been chopped off because the dude over pruned the bush. And you look down kind of like, well, now what do we do? But you slowly want to proceed forward. It's like losing something, like chopping that top pentacle off. And then looking at it going, what do we do now? Pisces energy. Pisces, I'm feeling very strongly out of this. Even with all the gags that I run about Cancer Pisces, this is a lot of Pisces. Somebody on that side with that Piscean connection, Winnie the Pooh in the upright, is like tuned in. Remember, Pisces is direct connected to the printer. They're so close to the divine. They're the last sign. They go last for a reason. And they're so tuned in that they have a hardwire line to the printer. They don't have it on Wi-Fi. So when you manifest stuff to this, especially with a deep Piscean connection to the other side, then your goals will manifest. Because even though in Rider-Waite, the dude pruned off the top of that, he took the head right off the frickin' pentacle tree, you know, what happens is you can get the roots will take back into the earth, Queen of Pentacles style, and it'll manifest as an Ace of Pentacle, and it'll start another money tree so that the circle can continue and the energy carries on. When somebody goes away, something else comes back in, that type of a thing. So it's a very slow moving energy to get what you want. It takes time. You have to plant, you have to germinate, it has to grow, you have to flower, it has to harvest. It takes an entire year to grow a crop, right? You have the harvest seasons in the fall, the planting in the spring. It's the way the cookie crumbles type of a thing. So your goal is manifesting the stability that's a long-term stability. You're so tired of the back and forth and the off and on and the will they, won't they's. You've been through so much past life trauma. You've been through your, I mean, I'm picking up a Sagittarius with a lot of childhood issues. Things like your parents fighting while you hid in a closet, or things, or just this whole thing of being the mother for the entire family and everybody coming to you, being the one that pulls a family together, brings your friends together. Sagittarius always has to do the planning, always has to organize and prioritize and get their shit together. So what you're manifesting is 7 Pentacles. You want to manifest a beautiful money tree so that you can manifest into your 10 of Pentacles, which is the picket fence and everything stable and grounded. And you don't have all that off again, on again. You just have stability. Your family's good, your work is good, your love is good. 3 of Pentacles to 3 of Cups to manifest a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups to come to a completion. Kind of like being an Everest energy. And that's what gets you to the point with these moon cycles. So what you're wanting and wishing, even though it doesn't feel like it's there, it's coming. Your distant past, Sagittarius, and where you've been, going Dr. Michael Newton deep, you know, old Archangel Michael, he likes to borrow Archer's chariot from time to time. I'm like, fine, technically you got a key anyways, do what you want. But so your distant past, as you dive into that, as you review your past life soulmate connections, and before you incarnate into this lifetime, so that you are awoke to and aware to certain things, so that when you run into somebody during this lifetime, that you get that feeling of like them making you feel safe, like a wish, like I've known you before, that type of thing. Where you've come from, your North Node influence, your South Node influence, the things that you are in this lifetime to correct, fix, and achieve, to manifest your way through and to come to that completion. Your distant past energy, we have justice, we have, or judgment. No, Libra, justice. I was right the first time. Balancing scales and stability and the universe casting it out. You've got somebody coming through that has put you through so much to that point that you get to the point of obsessing over finding that balance, the scales that you want. You see all the fiery passion of that? It's still card 21. We're still coming to completion, and Spirit's handing it to you. Somebody with a connection to the other side is helping you, Sagittarius. It's like it had to happen. There's more than just black. Pisces understands it because of the deep to it. You see things and you want the situation with the kids to balance out. You want your person to love you right. You want to have the strength and the courage to reach out. You want to be able to talk and work things out without feeling like just saying hi will cause a fight. The stuff that you've been through, and that's what Spirit heads to you, and that's what you're here to fix and balance, to learn to love, to learn to be confident, to learn that it's not always your fault, to learn that you don't have to solve everybody's problems, that you're Sagittarius, you can do anything. And sometimes, in order to balance those scales of justice, the yin and the yang and the energy, you have to have energies, be it people or beliefs or thoughts, that leave your life. It happens. Unfortunately, one of the saddest things in the world is death, but it's the only thing that's guaranteed. We can even one world government overthrow and eliminate taxes if we want to. However, you can't stop death. And to have that deep connection that Sagittarius has to the other side, much like Cancer's intuition, or much like Pisces' intuition, that deep into it, Sagittarius gets that same connection. A Cancer or Pisces has to work on it. Sagittarius is born with it. And you feel things, or you hear things. Maybe you had imaginary friends when you were a kid, and you don't realize that your imaginary friends, Sagittarius, are your spirits. Because before you're older and conditioned by the world's programming, that it's all foo-ha-ha, it's all ghost stories and pretty little cards, and you realize that, wait, when you're younger, before you get broke like that. Your spirits guides are your imaginary friends, and they're still with you. It's the energy that carries you through, because you're Sagittarius and your connection to the knowledge sometimes mean you need a little turbo boost to get where you want to go, to get you a little closer as the scales of justice balance out. This is the energy from spirit coming your way. So this is the energy that manifests. This is what's being dished out to you and the one on your mind, the one that you thought about. And when you have the yang and the yin both meeting that energy, it allows them to balance. An unbalanced scale will not find justice. That's not how Libra energy works. Getting more recent, let's just talk 2022, right? 2022 I pick up a lot. So let's see. Prince of Wands, Leo energy, shows up. This is kind of like your little fire sign chariot, too. He comes in with a little Leo lion-powered chariot. Because remember, much like Henry Ford did figure out, your boy Archer's got a little distant relative connection to the Ford, so he gets it. Boom. Metro Detroit, the auto capital, yeah, chariot, etc. and so forth. Everybody needed a chariot. And the Prince of Wands approaches on the fire sign's chariot. Everything that came at you head on. Every time you had a little bit of positive forward momentum, something would stop, something would get in your way. There was interference of any kind, fights, past loves, car accidents, illnesses, all these things. And then you would continue to try to go forward. It was coming at you like getting hit by a car, literally like what I was saying. And to the point where Sagittarius, the quieter a Sagittarius gets, the more internalized they're going, because they just can't handle it. You guys are our strongest zodiac sign. Strongest sign. There's a reason I love Sagittarius, because you guys are so strong, so knowledgeable, amazing teachers, and you always, no matter what, that's your dominant programming. So no matter what you're up against, your dominant programming, that adventure, freedom loving, seeking Sagittarius dominant programming is going to always try to come up against it, Prince of Wands style. So no matter what you've been up against in the past, all this fiery passion coming at you like a frickin' fire hose, a blowtorch of energy, and you keep trudging through it. Sagittarius, if a Sagittarius misses a day of work, there is something seriously wrong, because a Sagittarius, you're fun, you're adventure seeking, you love that thrill and that sense of excitement, and that's what you're here to do. 2022 brought you a lot of changes, a lot of emotions, a lot more Leo extroverted energy. Sagittarius likes to stay internalized. They like to keep themselves to themselves. And the more shit that came out Prince of Wands style this year, the tougher it got for Sagittarius. And I'm picking up something especially in Leo season. Leo season was hard. Sagittarius and Leo have a strong connection. It's one of the strong sign attractions, very much like a Cancer-Taurus connection or a Cancer-Capricorn connection. But so something during Leo season completely upset the apple cart and completely derailed. And it puts you at this energy that even though your ultimate goal of what you manifest, even if you don't remember things, they're still in your subconscious. What you manifest out overrides that. And so Leo season was a complete, like, one of those moments where something happened, like a world, like the chariot crashing into something, like the iceberg hitting the Titanic, you know, and like you're moving on. Things are fine. April's all right. May gets a little better. June and July seem all right. And then out of nowhere, the iceberg slams. And you still have to keep going. It's like you're walking around on a sinking ship, and you don't. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is that emoji with the dog sitting at the kitchen table while the kitchen's on fire, going, "This is fine. I'm fine." And that, how much is that Sagittarius? You're so not used to people actually genuinely caring about you, and you think that it's going to happen again, and you think that people can, and there's always an ulterior motive. But no, people actually can. The moon changes things. You need to think a little more number nine, a little backwards. Reverse those things, because if you stay in that sense of living in this fantasy land that doesn't exist, that's where you're going to be. Because while Spirit's going through an 11-11 portal, heading into your season where you're the Caitlin Petty, star of the show, 6 of Wands, standing on stage, taking that standing ovation like Caitlin after a concert, then it changes that perspective. You should embrace it. Embrace the love and the passion that comes out of every bad situation. A Tower card can be good and bad. The moon can be good and bad. The sun can be good and bad. I have pulled the sun for people who are like, "Hey, Archer, I need a reading, I want love." I pull the sun, but I pick up some shit. And I'm like, all right, this one you ain't going, this one ain't going to be good. We need to talk. Come on over. That type of a thing. So You continue to trudge on through it because you're so not used to this. You've asked for Seven of Pentacles for a long time and wanting that justice that you know you deserve and have never gotten it. So with it starting to happen, with this energetic reset, this dawning of the age of Aquarius coming around, it's an adjustment. It takes the human brain 6 weeks to learn a new habit. When you quit smoking, it takes that long to kind of adjust to all the changes. Same with this. If you're so used, if you grew up with love, where it wasn't a mom and a dad that loved each other, and it was a mom and dad that fought, and the dad went out and stayed out too late and never came home or came home drunk, and the mom was too busy doing everything else, so everything got dumped on you, and you never got to be a kid, and all that stuff happens, and that means you go that far back manifesting this. And when Spirit sees it with this new energetic portals, we go into a whole new age, a whole new generation. 2022 is like 2018-19 on repeat. It's like COVID never happened. It's an energetic reset. It's when the PlayStation doesn't work, so you have to just simply F it, toss the controller on the couch, push reset, and just start from scratch. And that's where we're going with this 1111 portal. Your future influence, taking all this stuff, bundling it up into a zip file, and sending it on its way out into the universe, very, very moon style. We have the Prince of Swords. A little Top Gun Maverick coming in, but ready to fight, because he's drawing the sword and ready to go to battle. That's you in your head. When you have those nights that you can't, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, when you can't sleep and you're thinking about it and like, why does this always happen to me? This always happens. And you're talking to the moon. Even if you can't see the moon because it's on the other side of the earth due to its rotation, or you see the moon during the daytime when the sun's already coming up, that type of a thing, it's just showing that they're always listening. Rewind, Kim Valdez style. That everyone is you pushed out. What you feel and resonate out, people will pick on and draw back in. The more you people watch, the more you notice that if you're talking to somebody and they radiate out, you try to match their energy instead of staying to yourself. Everybody does it. It's a human sense of conditioning to level out. All right, clarifiers on this. I appreciate you all for being here, Sagittarius. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Join me Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. I go live for an all signs reading when we have no connectivity issues or problems with the mic and the camera that frustrate me, but then I get over it and I fixed it, so we're good. Yeah. And then on Thursdays, if you're watching this today, Thursday 7:30, please come over to my best friend and mentor, Baddison Intuitive Tarot. Join me as your main mod in the chat. Flood that chat because Baddison likes lots of emojis. So if you've been there before, you know what Cancer does. We're going to need to see more Archer arrows tonight, right? All right, we'll see y'all there. And we'll see you here. And stick around for more. And I'll be back. Angel numbers, etc. Just watch my community posts because we're having fun here. It's not MySpace, right? All right, clarifiers for Sagittarius. If you'd like to have a personal private reading with me, you can email me at ArcherAstrology@gmail.com and we'll connect, Saggy. All right, let's go for some clarifiers. I know we've already kind of done this with the deck, but I just love this deck. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go for Sag. Clarifiers out. We got the 10 swords. Awesome. Energy at the bottom of the deck clarifying all the shitstorm that you've been through in your past is 10 swords. Completion. They're all shoved into your back. And the last one, the last sword, penetrates right into your head and into your third eye and awakens you to that completion. The sword energy is over. The Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Libra's balance, the scales and stuff's coming together. So your two clarifiers we're going to pull on the present energy and immediate influence, this earth and air energy. We have the, what do we got here? Seven of Swords up in your feels underneath this new moon in Sagittarius energy and trying to keep it real. Look at how she's trying to swallow that sword hold right straight down into it, but is trying to look like she's pro and knows what she's doing, right? You have no clue that she's nervous about that sword getting ready to go down in there. So you're very up in your feels trying to keep it real, much like that short I did. It's about damn time right there. So it's penetrating hard. You feel it awaken or sleep, especially when it taps in to your subconscious and the part of your brain. Remember, it's not that we only use 10% of our brains. We use all 100% of it. The brain doesn't like control that. Everything, it's always on full tilt firing. We can only comprehend 10% of what the brain can do. The rest of it, the parts you don't understand of what your brain can do, is those 7 swords. That causes that anxiety, that nervousness, the emotion, all of it right there. Leading into 9 Pentacles, clarifying it. See, heading towards your 10 of Pentacles completion that we were talking about right here. You know, she's happy, she's confident. She's got like one wheel, but anyway, she's got the black boots on. Love the boots. So it's more that of coming through it and getting a little more confident. You know, think about it. The way you walk or the way you carry yourself. So close, so close. Now, little skull purse thingy there, a little death reference there to just something ending and something new beginning. Clarifying your 7 of Pentacles, we have the Devil. Either Capricorn energy or you could be a Saggicorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusper. But this also shows addictions coming in that cause this sense of failure, this sense of lack, and just like it's like an addiction becoming too much. It's that motivation, even into addiction, that propels somebody so far into it that they obsess about it, that they get in too intense. Sagittarius is knowledgeable as Capricorn is motivated. If it's a good motivation, a Capricorn can hold down multiple jobs while they organize the pantry using P-Touch labelers. And on the other side, they can also gamble too much. They can also drink too much. You might have addictions of your own to work on. Your person might have it. It's always tapping into that devil energy. Very, very focusing on something to the point that you've got that room with all the graphs and the strings connecting it like that. And the devil always shows his face. You always have angels on both shoulders that are trying to steer you in your way. And on this other side, when it gets dark, and it gets black, and you don't think there's anything else, it's spirit coming out saying, especially here underneath the moon, there's always something else. You feel it more at night, like there's somebody around you, or they're beside you. They are Sagittarius, those imaginary friends, the people that have passed on. They're never far away. You can sit and think and believe all you want that there's nothing else, but it's there. Our energy is something continuous for all time. It spans. It's just like when you pick that one dress or that one shirt that you don't want to wear and it just doesn't feel right, and you throw that shirt down and pick the black one because it's comfy and you like it. That's the same energy that when you connect to anything, anyone, that energy resonates. You'll always have that. Remember, Sag, we think 77,000 thoughts a day. And even if it's somebody that you can't communicate with anymore or you don't communicate with, they think about you, whether they're here, there, or everywhere. Clarifying your distant past, we have you, Temperance. Sagittarius energy comes in. My favorite card in the deck. Archer cannot lie. Saggy, old Archangel Michael has been trying to get the Chariot for such a long time. And Archer's like, all you have to do is ask. You actually already have the keys in your purse. That type of a thing, right, Sagittarius? And there's no gender in tarot. If you're a man, or either rock a man purse or just get over it. Put it in your pocket. You know what I mean? Frick. But anyways, look at that. She's balancing out, pouring that drink, pouring that cup out, just finding the stability and having the knowledge to go forward. It's healing. You're Sagittarius. This is you. You're all about healing. Your distant past is telling you to focus on yourself and to focus on what you want. Do you want love? Do you want another person? Then that's what you focus on. That's your healing. Do you want to be on your own? Do you want to just have a job? Do you want to focus on your work? That's you. That's your justice. You get what you want. You do what you want. That's the law. That's the love. And the love of the law above all else, right? That's why you're dominating the distant energy. It's telling you to focus on exactly what you want because you deserve it. You're Sagittarius. You deserve this healing and balance that you, Kim Velez, push out onto everybody. Sagittarius deserves to heal and be happy just as much as the 11 other signs. 12 if you want to include Ophiuchus, but we don't. It's just a constellation. Anion. Temperance is your distant past, showing also that spirit is focusing on you. If it's you and another person, they instigate tower moments to turn the focus to you. We can say we have free will all we want, Sag. You can say you're going to turn the Chariot left right now because that's your decision. You want to do it. And spirit goes Willy Wonka style and goes, if you want to, I put a tree there 50 years ago. Feel free. Use your free will in turn. And then they go total Willy Wonka. Goes, no, wait, stop, don't. You're allowed to touch a hot stove once before they help. Like Spider-Man says, everybody gets one. Spirit will tell you that stove is hot. But if you keep putting the hand towards it, Spirit will sit back and say, okay, free will, touch the stove. You'll find out. And as you get a little closer, the shitstorm that you went through in 2022, which karmically had to happen in order for that to balance, for you to work on, find the things that trigger you so that you can work. Maybe even something like you met your twin flame. Very rare to happen where the twin flames actually meet in person in this lifetime because of the way it works. But you did. And you started awakening to it. And you guys are watching more of like soulmates and twin readings, just trying to find that Prince of Wand energy, wondering why when you get a little better, why does something lay back out? And it's giving you that Leo energy, that motivation to push forward. Clarifying that, we have the 6 of something. I'm looking at it to figure out because I really like these cards, but I'm learning them. Oh my God, Sagittarius, it's the 6 of Cups. The card of pleasure and happiness and that deep past soulmate connection. And did I not just say That's what you're looking to focus on, something going deep, looking into twin flames, looking into soulmates, and starting to realize someone's the one. And then that Six of Cups energy comes in, that we've done this before, and it's good. And notice how it's like a little marionette puppet show. It's a fresh kitty energy. It's starting fresh. It's going into something without past biases, past problems, leaving the past relationships at the door, Ten of Wands style, and just feeling good, feeling happy, feeling this person makes you feel safe, Sagittarius, like a wish. They're your protector. They love you. That's what you've manifested, been wanting to manifest, and going in any direction you can to get there. And Spirit's like, all right, Chocolate Factory, let Sagittarius have what they want. They are Temperance, right? 8 swords coming in. Here's that interference going into the future. This is total Staring at the Ceiling by Caitlin Petty. Up at 2 a.m., lost inside a feeling, but trying to get to that. You need that 10th sword. You need that completion. You need that one last blow to the head to get past it, to put the swords down and come through it. This is saying just a little longer. Patience, temperance. We hear you. We're here for you. Even if somebody isn't here, they're there. They're always there for you, Sagittarius. All right, onward and forward. Where did I put the Thoth? Oh, it's over here. Yeah. No takesy backsies at Archer. We don't cut. If I get egg in my face, that's the way a friend goes. Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. Come on, Goose. Let's go. All right. So all this beauty wrapped up. We're going to take all this devil energy. We're going to file it away. We're going to get these swords over with. Don't fall out of the window there. Whatever Rapunzel stuff going on. Oh, it's tied right to the full moon. Brah, look at that. Told you. Tied right to the full moon. 11/11 energy, the full moon, the eclipse. Something big happened. Whatever started in Leo season is coming to some kind of climax. I don't want to say completion or conclusion. I want to say climax. I don't know. There'll probably be a part 2. Maybe it's a 2-part episode. I used to hate those. You got to wait a whole week to find out what happens. Anyhow. All right, Sag. We're going to package all this up, zip file drive it, email it out to Spirit, and let's see what we get back as a reply. Okay, we're going to take a look at this current energy, all of it wrapped up. If you just get the bullet points and pop it on a Post-it, then take a look at what's coming as you become the Six of Wands, Caitlin Petty star, and the astrological influences on you as we go into your season. Sag Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Venus. Wow. Yeah, like I was saying, Sagittarius. If you don't know how to do it now, you're gonna. Sag gets what Sag wants. All right, current energies. Here we go. We'll catch back up with the moon babies in a second. Here we're focusing on Thoth. Let's get Thoth, right. All right, 2 shuffles for Sagittarius. 1 on your mind. I appreciate you guys. Have we done this already? Why do I feel like we've done this already? So deja vu. Are you experiencing deja vu? I'm picking up on something from Sagittarius with deja vu. It's like you've done this before. It's Sagittarius. Did I not? It's like you've done this before. I cannot. What the hell? The moon is still the energy. Focus on the moon. Focus on the Cancers and the Pisces in your life. Mic drop, period, end of discussion. Right? Oh my freaking, I got chills. I got chills all over. Someone from the other side is coming through. This is a reading I am not used to doing. This new Chariot is really, really tough to control. I mean, I'm totally capable of pushing turbo boost while it's in super pursuit mode. We're working on all this. This is wow. I have never had that happen, Sagittarius. I mean, I've seen double cards, mirrored cards, twin flame cards. This is twin flame, soulmate, deep love, deep, happy spiritual connection on frickin' crack, yo. Dude, when the Knight of Cups approaches, he approaches in the frickin' Chariot and doesn't play around. This is deep. Somebody's here with me, making sure. There's a Pisces here with me, making sure that you get a message. There's a Pisces here with me, Sagittarius, making sure you get the message. And if you've wandered off the path, stuff like this happens to draw your focus back in. Especially if you're a Sag with a Pisces influence going on right now. This happens to bring it back in. This is Archer, focus and pay attention. We're talking. And this is Sagittarius. If that happened and drew you back in, pay attention. This is where we're going. The current energy for my Saggies is the Princess of Cups. Cancer energy, straight frickin' up. And if you check it out, she's got this beautiful, just much like the Knight of Cups has, this beautiful cloaked dress that she wears. And her hair, and she's got a frickin' eagle hawk at the top. And she's getting ready to present a little turtle there on that platter. And remember, even though cancers, this is for the cancer in your life, Sagittarius, even though cancers are defined by the crab, if you actually look at the rewind, stuttering, we're back live from Boston. We have, if you look at the astrological constellation for Cancer, it's like a Y. It's like a fork in a road on a map. It doesn't look a frickin' thing like a crab. Originally, I look at Cancers like a turtle. They still have that hard protective shell, but they move a little slower. They use their intuition a little differently than Scorpio, a little more mature and mysterious type of thing. And that's how this Princess of Cups comes. They're not going to come right out with saying, hey, Cancer loves you, Sagittarius. They love you, Sagittarius, that type of thing. But they're going to come correct because they've got that pull from this moon energy to keep it. And if it is a Cancer you're dealing with, Sagittarius, they know how, Cancers understand the moon. It's our bitch, you know. It's what Cancer ties to. So that's just saying follow this moon energy. Follow your Pisces-Scorpio connections, your Pisces-Scorpio placements, and to see where it takes you to. Because the astrological oh my freaking goodness, Sagittarius. I got chills all over. My body temperature, it's wintertime in Michigan. It's snow. I love freaking snow. It's Six of Wands victory. Literally, were we not talking about my Six of Wands, Caitlin Betty card, staring at the ceiling, etc. This is the Beatles at Shea Stadium giving their concert. 20 minutes, no more. 20 minutes, taking their bow and walking off the stage. This is Caitlin getting her contract signed, getting a big old record deal, and going on the road touring and just being frickin'. This is the way you're heading. With this Cancer Pisces connection coming in, you are heading towards victory. What you wish to manifest is going to happen. Straight up Leo coming into this too. Six of Wands is Leo energy, fire influence. You understand it and you're embracing that energy. Spirit's doing this to you. Spirit's presenting this energy for you in this direction. Something from July, something in August. The August thing hits hard, but it's victory. Your astrological influence right now is victory. I should probably stop because you know what happens. It's like going to a doctor's office. If they keep poking, they're going to find something wrong. Anyways, how can you have bad emotions right now? Your inner emotions, how this stuff is affecting you, how everything you've been through, getting bundled up into Cancerian energy, coupled up with some Leo victory from the stars. The stars are dishing you out the victory. You might not feel it, but the stars are saying, oh, it's there. It's in that 90% of the brain you don't know you're using right now, but you're using it. You're Sagittarius. Of course you're freaking using it. Causing inner emotions, causing feelings. Straight up Leo. Strength. You know the strength card, the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck, where she's literally gripping the lion's jaw, like, spit that out. You can't eat, like trying to feed a dog a pill, and they keep spitting the pill. So you can't eat that. What's the matter with you? But look at this one. Look at all the extra Libra, the balance, the scales balancing and everything. This is showing, giving you that drive, that motivation, and the strength. Embracing your Leo energy, your person's Leo placements in order to go forward. Your inner emotions are getting stronger all the time. And it can go in either direction. Either it's a strong sadness where you keep feeling the deep hurt, or it's that strong strength to progress forward progressively and move forward. Either way, it's balance. It's strong balance. It's not just straight lustful Libra energy, you know. It's straight up Leo energy, the sun. You got the sun and moon right there. That's, dude, the sun and moon is like everything in between. It makes stars collide, all that stuff. It balances shit out and it puts the moon in check, much like a Cancer does. Or Pisces. Cancer, but those are Pisces. Pisces, but those can't. The only reason this is Pisces is because we wanted the chariot. We wanted the car. It's an awesome car. It's an awesome show. Cancer. Hotel California by the Eagles was written about a Cancer shell because it is just delectable inside a Cancer shell. It's like a hotel. There's mirrors on the ceiling to stare at. And there's pink champagne on ice or some strawberry wine. You got your Pisces, Winnie the Pooh in the upright. We have an omelet bar. I mean, dude, like checkouts anytime you like, but you can never leave. You know, and we even have like Ferris Bueller valet style. Self-parking chariots are welcome, you know, right there. And that's like just that strength to go forward and be like, you know what, I'm going, right? So as this moves forward, your final outcome of your goals and destiny, which ties over to this, we have the star, Aquarius energy. That is very happy, and that's when the stars align, and somewhere in the sky, there's a star for you, Sagittarius. Aquarius energy, Aquarian influence, and literally like what I was saying about the dawning of an age of Aquarius. More air energy to wrap it up in a nice bow, that for once in your life, Sagittarius, you wind up being the star of the show, Six of Wands style. This is the most beautiful reading, and you're able to use this past connection. This is A Pisces wants me to tell you it's going to be okay. I don't know. A Pisces wants me to tell you it's going to be okay. All right, clarifiers. Clarifiers for Sagittarius on this kick-ass outcome. You're embracing this. Literally, like we said, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Venus. There's more Sagittarius here than Arch. I mean, this is Cupid on crack, firing arrows off anywhere and everywhere. Our clarifiers on your current energy. This Princess of Cups, feeling love, wanting that love, knowing it's right there. Our clarifier on our Cancer energy is Sag energy, the Queen of Wands. Leo and Aries also, but I'm feeling you on this one, clarifying. Because look at that, that's a badass bitch ready to go into battle. And she don't even care that in this world, in these weird dreams that you have where others talk to you and others communicate, or in your dream, you're some warrior fighting off like demonic energies type thing. Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Wands, she don't shut her mouth. It's that passion. The Queen of Wands knows exactly what she wants, and she will get what she wants. So Spirit says, you want Princess of Cups love energy, you want that Cancer energy, you're going to frickin' get it. Because anybody can embrace that. All you have to do, all you need is love. That's literally all you have to do to be a Cancer. All you need is love. Cancers are dominated programmed to love other people. That's what they do. You are dominated to be victorious, apparently, because the influence from that big old ball up there in the sky, oh my God, is the King of Wands. Divine union. Here we go, coming together, a lot of fire energy. Your victory is a divine union. Dude, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Sag, you are... Let's just take the genders away for a second because it'll make this analogy go a hell of a lot faster. Sag, you're queen, and your king is your victory. And Spirit is programming the king to come your way. And dude, check this out. This is why I love this deck as a Cancer. Because, look, the king's got the full moon energy. The queen's got the new moon energy. Maybe you and your person run on alternating cycles. One of y'all is happy. One of y'all is happy during the new moon. One of y'all is happy during the full moon. And if you don't figure that out right quick, that Six of Wands won't happen as fast right there. So, hey, cross-watcher. Hey, cross-watchers, they're welcome. Watch. If Sagittarius is happy when you're sad, there's your frickin' answer. You want to cross-watch? You want to cross-watch Divine Masculine? All right, let's cross-watch for a second. Pull your head out of your ass and pay attention to how Sagittarius' language works. Learn to speak Sagittarius. When they're quiet, don't instigate a fight, Leo style. Get them a frickin' candy bar. Something like that, you know? Frickin' help your Sagittarius out. That type of a thing. That's how royalty works. We're still not worthy. But I'm just, that was a moment for the cross-watchers. So y'all that want to snoop into other signs' readings, guess what? Your boy just found you out. We're tarot readers. Of course we know you're here. There's an Aquarius here. There's a Cancer here. There's a well, of course there's a Cancer here. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to focus on Sagittarius a little more, right? Right. Enter your message from Pisces. But meanwhile, your message from Leo, your inner emotions, the strength that you're feeling where you're like, F yeah, Archer. What Archer said? What Archer said, yo. I've got the Five of Swords. Kurt Cobain shows up. Look, this is Kurt Cobain afterwards. It's another new moon, but he's got his tongue stuck out. Kurt Cobain shows up in Seattle, pissed, just distressed, and doesn't understand what Dave Grohl did to grunge. And he looks down and he looks at John Lennon and he goes, what happened? What happened? And John looks at him, Libra energy, John Lennon. John looks at him and goes, don't look at me, Paul did it to the Beatles. I'll feel you. And that's that strength to go on. When Kurt Cobain shows up wondering what the hell happened to Seattle's grunge scene since he died, what Dave Grohl did to it, he gets that strength and balance to carry forward and be like, that's all right, I still did Smells Like Teen Spirit. I'll leave that to manifest. And he goes back about his business. Because even though Kurt Cobain is gone, Kurt Cobain is not gone. Kurt Cobain is still here. His energy carries on, especially somebody like the musical. John Lennon is gone. He's not gone. John Lennon was a good friend. That's why I don't believe in gun violence. You can win a fight without a gun, right? Anyways. Meanwhile, back at your reading, that's what we're talking about. Is that even when Kurt Cobain's pissed off of what happened to grunge, he keeps going forward because he knows he was frickin' Kurt Cobain, right? Right. That leads you into some Aquarius energy that leads you into the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Somebody is watching you. Your final outcome is somebody taking the time to focus on you. This isn't creepy stalker vibe. This isn't creepy stalker. Because look at the hand position of this prince. He's like, excuse me, madam. Excuse me. I happen to notice that you are quite beautiful, right? That type of thing. It's actually like checking up on you because they actually pay attention to you. They get your feelings. They get how you are. They know when you don't feel right. They're not stalking you on Facebook. They're not stalking you on Instagram. It's when you're in person and they just pick up on something and they know you don't feel good, Sagittarius. And they know that you just need a hug. The Page of Swords, once it graduates up into a King of Swords, King of Cups style, becomes the spinny hug. And those are freaking beautiful right there. Somebody's focusing on you as this outcome happens because you're the star, Sagittarius. You can literally do anything. And meanwhile, the part I left out, the energy at the bottom of the clarifying deck, is the immediate influence, the Two of Swords. Y'all done this before. And it's coming back around to do it again. And Spirit's saying, this time you're going to get it right. Love you guys. Woo! That was freaking insane. There's a reason I love Sagittarius. This is what y'all do to me. I can bust out 11 other signs, no problemo. Cancer don't like me, no views. So water signs, the Scorpios low views. Why do the water signs hate? Why do the water signs gotta hate? I don't know. I still love everybody. But this is something I've never dealt with. This is intense. If it resonates, let me know, Sag, because, well, this is, like I said, this new Chariot's tough to control. But stick around because we'll go somewhere with it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all that fun stuff, Sagittarius, that keeps us connected and keeps us interacted. And I will do the same in return. And join me on Wednesdays here at 8 p.m. for our live, where we do a live all signs, have a little fun Chariot style. Come and chill with yours truly. And then join me as just the main mod. I get to relax, but I got to wear glasses over at Madison Intuitive Tarot, which will be indeed tonight. And every Thursday night at 7:30, because that's one lovely Leo that knows how to rock a deck. Flood that chat when you get there. Say hi to me. I'm there. Say hi to me. Say hi to Betty. And then flood the chat. We want to see a bunch of arrows tonight. All right. Love you guys and always love you guys. Make it the best one ever. And I'll see you for your birthday reading next month. Meanwhile, if you're a November Sagittarius or even an early December Sagittarius, happy early birthday. Mwah. All right, guys. Make it the best one yet. You're Sagittarius. You can do anything. Yeah, Chariot.